My name's Sam Keck. I'm from the Mornington Peninsula and I'm the owner and co-founder of Commonfolk Coffee Company. I think that saying, it takes a village to raise a child, is super appropriate for Commonfolk. I mean, I think it took a whole community to build Commonfolk and to get it where it is now. I first thought of the idea for Commonfolk when I was probably about 19. I just had this kind of like this flutter in my mind when I was just making coffee and just a typical cafe job that I had, that this would be a fun thing to do. And it sort of materialised from there, and then it built and I kind of got more passionate about quality coffee and traceability and sort of controlling every element of the process, including roasting. And I think I kept building up my desire to do things better.
We are invested in coffee right from dirt, right from the ground, all the way through to putting it into a cup in somebody's hands. I don't think there's not a lot of places that can say that.
My favourite thing about Commonfolk, I mean, there's almost too many, but I'll be honest, and it's good that this still counts, but I love coffee, and every time I walk into Commonfolk and can smell beans roasting and can hear milk steaming, I just get excited. My mouth starts watering and I think, what am I going to taste today? So I still love trying different things and new coffees, or even more exciting now that we're 3 years old, trying the same coffee but the fresh crop of, and just seeing how those farmers have kind of grown along with us.
We source our coffee from all over the world. We have coffee coming from Brazil, from Papua New Guinea, from Ethiopia, from Colombia. It comes from all over the world. Coffee is typically grown between the two tropics, Cancer and Capricorn. So anywhere within that sort of belt around the world, you're going to find some coffee. At the moment, Brazil is our biggest import. It's a coffee that a lot of people find really familiar. Brazilian coffee is typically a very sweet, very rich. They have a chocolatey, nutty character, and that's what a lot of people expect from their coffees.
When we first opened Commonfolk, it was a mandate and a value that we kind of put down, that we would give back to the industry in some way. And just by chance, through a connection with a community development organisation in Uganda, and we asked them, well, could we help in any way? And they said, well, actually, come to think of it, we've been thinking of a coffee project. And the cup that counts specifically in Uganda was targeted to set up a sustainable coffee farm that we could use as a demonstration and training facility for the local farmers. This year we're going to have our first crop of the Cup That Counts coffee in Commonfolk. I'm really excited to be able to purchase it and sell it hopefully in 2016. So, moving forward, we really want to grow wholesale. I think that if we can roast more coffee and for more people, we're going to really be able to have a bigger impact, not just on communities like the one in Uganda we work with, but on our community here. And Australia right now is so receptive to micro roasteries and people who are passionate about doing things properly that, in a way, this is just the beginning. So long as we always adhere to the values, the core values that we developed when we started, I'm really optimistic and excited to see what Commonfolk does in the future. Found out ecstasy, all love and hands. Good girl, you help me breathe. So go now, go running right down the road. And no, don't go looking back. Go now, go running right down the road. Go now, go